Welcome back, guys, to the channel. It's Krios here with another Godforge video. Yeah, just some updates for today. So we have pushed further in campaign on this account. We're up to a Zumo now in regular campaign. We've tested out a fair few champions now. We've got a lot to 50. And we're kind of just working on pushing through, farming some gear and kind of ascensions. As I mentioned yesterday, Tianlong's just not viable this early in the game. We got a lot of champions we're just holding for the next phase. So I'm not going to be trying to push all these guys up to 60. I'm just going to get as far as we can get and get some kind of resources ready for the next phase. On this account already, we're kind of up to sort of 16k, which shouldn't be too bad for the next phase. As I say, this account I'm not too focused on tokens of valor. It's more about testing champions because obviously we're going to be losing this account after beta 2 anyway. This will be completely wiped because it wasn't one of my minigame accounts. So while we're here, let's pop off some shards and see if we get anything new to play with in the next day or two. Another Lena Massa for the collection. At this stage, I think I can, five-star Awaken a Lena Massa and a Machao in the next phase, which would be pretty good to test them out, see what they can do when they're max awakened. Let's just go through these nice and quick. See if we can get lucky with a legendary. In fairness, we're probably not going to get lucky with these. I watched a video of another creator from the raid space that's been covering Godforge a little bit, called MTG Jedi. So shout out to Jedi, who pulled 1,000 of these shards in one video and kind of still didn't get lucky. Oh, that was quite interesting, getting all of those uncommons in one temple. So as we pull these guys, I just want to kind of go through a couple of things with you. So as we know, there's only a few days left now of the beta. Currently at time of recording this video, we're kind of in day 12 already. So there's only a couple of days left. The beta closes officially on Tuesday. So realistically, we've got maybe one full day left of time in the beta. Due to that, I'm just going to focus on now on my main two accounts using all the energy that we've been given to max out my tokens of valor. I want to make sure we got as many of those as possible for when the game goes live. So I'm just going to be hoarding whatever shards I get till kind of the last day. Well, not all of them. If I've got some to pull, I'll pull them. But I'm going to be hoarding the champions that come out of those shards. I'm not going to upgrade anymore. I'm going to keep any rares and uncommons and commons that I can for food. So we've got a good head start in beta 2 to just go in, blast a bit of campaign, get some XP, and level up champions very quickly. So we can get a team together for Pantheon, for Arena, and see how we go there. And by doing that, I am just going to be literally spamming dungeons. So if you can hit dungeon 7, you're going to get 3 tokens of valor every run. So if you can get a couple of hundred of those runs done, you're going to get maybe a couple of thousand tokens. It's not a lot, but it is definitely, it's definitely more than I've got now. There's just not enough time to push up any further in kind of like adventure modes and stuff. I could spend all my energy trying to gear up and push up in those dungeons and try and push up in adventure mode and try and get more tokens from there. But with the amount of work the champions need and the gear they need to get through that adventure mode, I just don't think it's a viable strat, really. My kind of champions are at their limit at the moment without going to 6 stars, and with the way, the way leveling up is in the game at the moment, it's just so hard to get things to 6 star. You just need too many resources, and this is one of the things that Simon and the dev team have come back to us about and have said is going to be looked at and hopefully fixed before beta 2, which is why, if you didn't catch my last video, I explained that beta 2 is probably not going to be 2 weeks away, and now it is probably going to be more like 2 months away. But I kind of don't mind that. I would rather they take a bit of extra time, get these things right for when the game goes into early access, because I don't want them to release in early access and then find out that people are struggling, and they then need to take it down again, because their plan for early access is when early access goes live, that will be the version of game that will probably go into global launch. There'll be some adjustments made, some patches, bug fixes, all that kind of good stuff, but it will be a permanent version of the game. So we'd rather that be, a nice stable version of the game rather than something they're going to have to, take down, patch, and all the time, or something with major problems. I don't mind bugs. Bugs are going to happen. Champion rebalances are going to happen even in early access. But the one thing we don't want to happen is for it to have massive fundamental problems, like, people having to spend, hours and hours to farm up champions to level 60. I do agree with Simon's assessment, though, is the one thing I don't want them to do is make it too easy. My big pet peeve is right now is that it just takes too long for the casual player. I will probably play the game hardcore. I'll probably be playing 5-6 hours a day personally, but for people that don't have that time, they would not really enjoy the game in its current state, and it's not really fair to them to just cater to the hardcore people and not, give them an opportunity to enjoy the game, to play the game, and you know, it's it is what it is, really. But I just want as many people to enjoy the game as possible, as I'm sure the Godforge team do. So yeah, hopefully we can get to that place, and they'll have a way to multi-level up champions, which will help everyone, and yeah, it won't be so much of a grind, hopefully. I mean, these games are always going to have some grind in them, but it's finding the right balance between, between grinding and fun, really. Let's just grab another 10 pack here, because we're not really going to use these gems for anything else. Just grab the extra shards, and pull those, because at the end of the day, as I said before, it makes sense to just maximize what champions we got on the account ready for the start of beta 2. Even if we don't get a legendary, we can at least have, food ready to go. Oh, both dogs. They probably work quite well together. So yeah, to carry on with what I was saying, the content over the next few days is probably just going to be an update on where we're getting to with Tokens of Valor, pulling any shards we may have left to pull. So it's not going to be kind of as detailed as it has been, unfortunately. But I will do a video at the end of the beta, just giving out my opinions, my feelings on how things are going, and that kind of thing. So if there is anything that you guys would like to see in the next couple of days while the beta is still live, then please do let me know in the comments below, and I'll be happy to try and accommodate that if it's possible with the champions I have on my accounts, because I'm more than happy to kind of, just do what we can to get you some more information that you may have, or answer any questions you may have. Right, bear with me, guys. I'm going to switch over to the other accounts and just let you know where we are with those. Welcome back, guys. No shards on this one today. Unfortunately, we're kind of a day behind on the calendar. I actually thought we were on the same par, but we're kind of a day behind on this one. So we don't really have the shards here to pull. But we will do that tomorrow. But just to give you an idea where this account is at, we're currently at 24k. So we've got a lot of energy to spend on this account though. So we're going to be focusing on this one quite heavily today. We've still got 2k on the main as well, but we're going to try and get through as much of this as possible. Where are we? Yeah, so we've got a couple of dungeons we're going to try and push up to stage 8 on. Just try and maximize as many as possible as we can, really. And yeah, I will jump over to the final account and get those shards pulled for you. And here we go, everyone. Just as a bit of a bonus, we're gonna throw in a few cheeky shard pulls here. We got 11 ancestrals today, Eternals today, from just logging in. So I thought I'd include those in the video. See if we can get a bit of a dopamine hit. See if we get lucky. Come on, Lego. I would love an Eternal Lego damage dealer like a Chernobog. That'd be amazing. Especially now we're just days away from the beta ending. Getting something cool right now would be really good, but sadly not to be. Yeah, so that's kind of going to wrap up the video, guys. Again, thank you to everyone who has been liking and supporting the video. There are, just as I said earlier, a few days left in the beta, so we're kind of winding down on what we're actually doing in the beta. I'm just trying to, kind of get as much energy used as possible, just to give us as many, tokens of valor and things as possible. We might still do like a few bits of campaign and stuff to try and max out our tokens of valor on this account as well. We're currently at sort of 24,000. I would kind of like that to be around 30 if we can get to it. So there's going to be lots of farming going on, both on this and the main account. Now that I finished testing out those other champions, and just spending the next few days just getting through that energy and trying to get as many tokens of valor as possible. So yeah, thank you for everyone supporting the channel. I will, in the final video of the beta, I will give you my final thoughts on the beta and what kind of content you're going to see for the next couple of months until the next beta appears. So stay tuned for that, and if you did like the video, please do subscribe and like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks very much, guys. Take care. Bye bye now.